Hello everybody, and welcome to the Truth Agents, where we discuss the deepest conspiracies known to mankind. On this episode, we discuss something that science has not accepted. For years, science has said that the Earth is filled with magma, filled with rock. But is there another explanation for this place we call home? Some people say that the Earth is actually hollow.
Scientists hundreds of years ago proposed it could be possible through individual gravity wells in atmospheres in our Earth's core. Nearly every religion has their own form of hollow Earth. Old texts speak of people originating from the Earth itself. To me, I sense a cover-up.
Yeah. But people, the sheep of society, they claim that there's no verified proof and that gravity just doesn't work like that. But I say, what proof do we have that it could not be possible?
Is there no trust in our old wise elders?
Yes. Do we know how much that people knew so much in the past, and like people back then they could figure out, like, they eventually figured out, the Earth goes around the sun and all that, and around that time period people also proposed hollow Earth theory. So what's to say otherwise? I think we're throwing it out too hastily.
Now, many projects in the Earth have gone to dig to the Earth's core, but we know that this is clearly government cover-ups to try and tell us how things like pressure and heat are preventing us from getting into the core, when really, if there was a hollow Earth, we would just go in. This is because the whatever's inside the hollow Earth doesn't want the government in. Exactly.
Do you understand how many of this world's mysteries could be solved through the existence of a hollow Earth? There's so much. There's the space within the Earth is so incredibly dense. You could fit so many people inside there. People would never have to worry about. There's space for homes. There's space for
exactly.
How much?
That's where the elite live.
How much undiscovered science? How much are we missing through this restriction on hollow Earth?
And we know the big, elites are trying to tell us through pop culture that this hollow Earth does exist.
Exactly.
Movies like The Monsterverse, Aquaman, Ice Age, Alice in Wonderland, How to Train Your Dragon, video games like Minecraft, Undertale, they all want to tell us about this mysterious place underground.
Yes, it's subliminal. It's always been subliminal. Alright, so the government always uses subliminal messaging in order to control the populace. We all know this to be true by now. I don't know why more people are trying to deny this. If you're able to control human behavior through media, then you've won. You've won this game we call life, and we're letting them deny us of our freedom to go into the hollow Earth. Alright? I propose that every single man, woman, and child on this planet just go out, grab a shovel, and start digging. How deep have you ever dug before? How deep?
I've dug about 3 feet. That's the deepest I've dug, but I could sense it, I did
3.5 before.
Wow. Okay, you must have been getting.
I was close. I could feel the healing crystals within the hollow Earth emanating from the dirt beneath me, and but I could feel something in my brain. I could feel something in my brain saying that I can't go deeper, and it was the government microchips. They were telling me not to go into the hollow Earth.
I think that the government right now is trying to activate our chips to make us stop talking about it.
Yes, exactly. My connection is being sabotaged by the government agents that are watching over us at all times.
Big Earth.
Big Earth. Okay. So there are various other similar related theories to hollow Earth that go off the same concept. some people say that we are technically already in the hollow earth because we're just within another planet already. That's where we are. We around us is a shell, and outside that shell is another earth. We are the people of the hollow earth. And then there's another earth layer inside ours that leads to an infinitely shrinking and infinitely expanding layer of earth with people inside it.
Now, are those people all clones of us, or people
Ooh.
that are... Because, we talk about subliminal messaging in movies, and I think the movie Us kind of is trying to tell us about clones of us in the hollow earth, right?
I think so. I think there's got to be a reason as to why after the space race and everything, after we reach the moon supposedly, they're not trying to get anyone back up. It's because they can't. There's nothing up there. There's nothing up. We are within the hollow earth. That's why there's no more vertical space left. There's just
I agree.
It's all gone. Yeah, totally.
Do you believe that the moon is also hollow?
I mean, it has to be, right? If the Earth is hollow, then that means...
I think that's where they keep Walt Disney's Frozen Head, but we'll
that
get
makes
to that
sense.
in a later
That's
episode.
that's a later discussion. I don't think they're ready for that yet. Their truth level hasn't been
They're
quite
just breaking ground.
Their third eye is only like a quarter open right now, I think.
This theory is really only like a truth level 5, and
I'd say so.
Your third eye.
I'd say so. Yeah, it took me a few truth level 7 incidents to actually really like get me to see the world for how it is.
Exactly.
Hollow Earth is just it is a pivotal. It's a pivotal point in a lot of connecting theories, because Hollow Earth, it's the tissue between every other possible theory about our world, because if Hollow Earth is true, then that opens up the possibility for so many other things. Like, for example, anytime there's a UFO and it just disappears, what if it went inside the Hollow Earth, and that's where these UFOs live? They're not actually aliens. They're actually they're the deep denizens of Earth, and they're coming up to do reconnaissance. And then they go back into the Hollow Earth. And with Hollow Earth, it means that you no longer, to have like a super society over the control of the entire Earth, which is absolutely what's happening. If you could just communicate and transfer people directly from one side of the Earth to another, instead of having to go around, that saves so much more time. So the elites that are controlling the world, they move around the world through these hidden Hollow Earth tunnels.
Yes.
And that's how they're able to control the entire world from such a long distance apart, is because it's not actually that far apart if you just go straight from point A to point B.
This isn't even putting in the ramifications of cryptids going on here.
Of course.
We see all these legends of certain cryptids showing up for 20 years or 30 years.
Yeah.
I believe it's just them going out of the Hollow Earth and either being replaced there by the government or finding their way back home.
I don't believe it's just coincidence that cryptids are such a huge point in our lives. Like, how could there possibly be so many incidents to where these creatures have their own category of cryptid? There has to be, at that point, it's like there has to be something here, right? Because if it was just one example, like, oh, someone saw a Sasquatch once, it's like, no. People have seen many different similar ape-looking creatures all over the world, and so many other things, that it would make more sense for there to be a Hollow Earth than for there to be not a Hollow Earth.
This is ignoring, of course, the Truth Level 9 theories that the Earth is all just a hologram and fake in the Matrix. Of course.
Well, in relative stance to the Matrix, the Earth is hollow, But
in the
Matrix, the true Earth, however, we couldn't even possibly fathom its true fourth dimensional nature.
If there even is a true Earth.
If that's true. That's
exactly.
True.
Now, do you believe that there's monsters in the Hollow Earth, or that there's villages of humans?
I think, I predict villagers of a human-like species, because what I think happened is that Hollow Earth and Surface Earth went through very similar timelines. There were all these creatures and everything, but then these humanoids became the dominant species of both the surface and the Hollow Earth. So now, while there are still many creatures remaining in the Hollow Earth, the people of the Earth are really that's really the main species in the Earth.
Yes, yeah, I agree. I think they've evolved with stuff like night vision and other things.
Yes, of course.
More easily get around their terrain.
Unless, I've heard of before, there is a mini sun, inside the Earth, and that's why all these scientists are trying to say, like, oh, the center of the Earth is super hot and everything. They're just trying to explain away the fact that there's a sun in the Earth that lights up the Hollow Earth.
And we know that there have been many theories and expeditions to try and find this Hollow Earth.
Yes.
It has even been reported that in the 1930s and 40s, Adolf Hitler was influenced by concave Hollow Earth ideas and sent an expedition to Antarctica to try and find the Hollow Earth.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is, there must have been a reason he shot himself, and I think
exactly. He saw the truth, and the secret society of the Earth had to take him out. Yeah.
Exactly.
He got too close to the answers.
I don't think any human could wool over the Hollow Earth. I think it's best to be
Yes, that's what I say. And also, their technology, I'm just saying, their technology has to be super advanced, right? Because, in the Hollow Earth, I doubt they've gone through as many extinction events as the Surface Earth, because they're trapped in the Hollow Earth. There's no way, they're sealed off from extraterrestrial forces that have, destroyed our planet, like when the aliens wiped out all the dinosaurs all those years ago. Like, they couldn't have gone into the Hollow Earth, so the humanoid Earth creatures, Hollow Earth creatures, were able to develop their technology much, much quicker than we were able to. So, if we were able to get into the Hollow Earth, that's why it would be revolutionary. That's why it's a cover-up. Because every single good, any substantial conspiracy theory has to involve some way why it would be covered up. Because you can't just have some random nonsense tier 1 truth. There's
like the JFK assassination.
Yeah, that's
baby stuff.
Boring. That doesn't change the fabric of our understanding of reality. There needs to be something in need of covering up in order to have a proper contextual theory here. And the Hollow Earth, it hits all these points. There is no way right now in this point in time that the average person could not reasonably accept Hollow Earth theory while being able to still accept the traditional science.
What even is traditional science?
No, what even is traditional?
You mentioned originally traditional science was that the Earth was the middle of the whole universe.
Yes, exactly.
We know apparently we know that's not true.
Apparently, I've had some doubts about that throughout my lifespan.
Can we even trust these people to tell us the truth anymore? Of anything?
Sure.
And then, what if the Hollow Earth is just an even bigger cover-up for something else that's underneath the Earth?
Here, I'm about to blow everyone's minds here. Hollow Earth theory is actually a cover-up cover-up theory for the even greater levels of government. The government introduced hollow earth theory into society in order for awakened ones like us, in order to there's a barrier point. You start researching, you start thinking about the truths of the world, and you encounter hollow earth theory, and you go, yes, this is the truth.
This is just government astroturfing to make sure you don't go deeper.
Exactly. You see hollow earth theory, and you're like, that's it, that's the truth, I've learned it, there's no need to dig deeper, when actually the earth is a Mobius strip that has inverse gravitational points on both the left and right sides that flip each other over whenever you walk or go or fly over to the other side of the earth. You're actually flipping hundreds of times in a spiral, and that's how the energy of the earth is created, is through the motion of this.
We all know that they love controlling where and when we go through this Mobius strip, so stuff like planes aren't actually real. You just go into a simulation.
You go into a simulation. They set up screens around the windows, and oh no, don't break the glass. That would you would get sucked out of the airplane. Oh no, you break the glass and suddenly there's nothing there but just a screen that's displaying. Yeah, exactly. That's displaying to you. Have you ever actually looked out a window? It looks fake. If you look at it long enough, it doesn't. It looks like She-Hulk CGI level fake here. It's like, I can't stand it. I can't. They need to pay their workers like more. I can't stand it.
Yes. I'm glad that we both agree that Mobius strip is true.
I'm glad that we came to the conclusion after all this time that Mobius strip Earth is actually the true, entirely factual nature of this planet. All right.
We were speaking about subliminal messaging in film earlier, and it's kind of interesting that right as the Mobius strip theory starts taking off, Hollywood decides to put out a movie called Morbius, right?
Yes, exactly. Right around that time, then they're gonna play it off as a joke. We're gonna see movies later in the future where the plot is Journey to the Mobius strip, and then that's gonna be the next big thing, and then it's too stupid to be real. But we know better. Us truth agents, we have seen beyond the veil that this world has created, and we know the real factual truth.
Do you believe that the ice walls in Antarctica are connected to the Hollow Earth / Mobius Earth / Flat Earth?
Well, Hollow Earth and Mobius Earth are partially one and the same, because the Mobius strip is hollow. There's a hollow Earth. There's a hollow Mobius strip. Hollow Mobius strip Earth inside the Mobius strip Earth. Yes, exactly.
And for shorthand, I'm gonna call the hollow Mobius strip the Morbius strip.
Of course, yes.
Makes it
the Mobius strip and the Morbius strip. Yeah.
Know to call it.
That's our signal for everyone. I know that everyone watching up to this point is a real dedicated truth agent. You're all honorary parts of our truth agency, and so I trust you guys. So when you hear someone refer to the Morbius strip, you know exactly that they're trustworthy.
Comment, I love Morbius to be a full truth agent.
To be a Morbhead like us.
Anyway, I do believe that the Antarctica Gateway is where the government conducts most of their
Why would they block off access to the Antarctic in a quote-unquote neutral territory when it's just a bunch of ice? That doesn't make any sense. There has to be something special about it there.
They claim there's stuff like penguins or something, but
it's because the Antarctic is in the center of the Morbius strip. It's in the exact middle point, and that allows you to instantly transport yourself into any point in the Morbius Earth.
I agree, and I think it has more implications for all of time itself, of how we feel time. Like, you ever feel like an hour goes by really fast? That was actually just an intern in Antarctica flipping the Mobius a little too fast.
Exactly. They didn't get proper training. They messed up.
Exactly.
And that's how we win. That's how we win, is humble people against powers greater than ourselves is we take advantage of their mistakes, of their unwillingness to see our true power, our resilience against misinformation.
Misinformation, information. What's the difference anymore?
I hate people who spread lies, who make up false things and spread them on the internet. Those are my least favorite kind of people, because they are going directly against our mission. They're going against
From the truth.
Yeah, from the truth. And that truth is that Hollow Earth theory has to be, in at least some ways, it has to be true.
I agree.
And that's why I rate on my official truth scale, 1 out of 10, I rate Hollow Earth. Let's give it a 9 out of 10. It's so close to the perfect truth, but it's not quite there.
I personally give it an 8 out of 10 because I believe that the Mobius strip, it has more to do with the Mobius strip than
exactly.
just a plain old.
That makes sense. I respect that. I respect that opinion of yours.
But I think we've proven today how influential the Hollow Earth is to every conspiracy.
Exactly. So thank you, fellow truth agents, for joining us on our discussion here. Make sure to subscribe for more truth, which will be revealed in the future. Because this channel is the only channel that will give you nothing but the truth.
We give you the truth every week.
Exactly. Hopefully, yes. Unless the federal agents come knocking at our doors and delay us slightly, you know.
If we don't post 1 week, that is because they've got us.
They've got us. And don't. After that point, don't trust us. Do not listen to a word we say. We have been replaced by sentient AI.
Yeah, or reptilians or Hollow Earthers, any of them.
All right. Farewell, everybody. Truth agents forever.